Great win for our guys, really happy for our guys. Great environment, appreciative to our fans. And it was a special day honoring the Final Four team. We came back and look forward to spending a little time with those members and support staff members and staff and seeing coach. And it was just a cool day for Georgia basketball. Our fans were great. Obviously played really well. It's a big win for us. Kentucky is very, very good. Obviously, they're an NCAA tournament team. Oscar's one of the best players in the country. Did a better job on him. I said post-game on TV, I thought we did a much better job, and then I get the box score and see that he had 20 and 14. That's how good he is. I thought we did a great job on him against 20 and 14. Justin Hill continues to play really, really well. That's 13-2 assist turnover in the last couple, if I'm not mistaken. Made some threes, really struggled from three recently. I thought those were factors. I thought the biggest factor in the game, I thought Braylon Bridges played as hard as he's played all year. Was really good. Really proud of him. His teammates are appreciative. He's had bigger scoring and rebounding numbers in other games, but when you look down and see that he was plus 22 today, it tells you that he made a lot of winning plays.
Mike, you look at the final rebound, and you guys only Kentucky won the rebounding battle by like one.
Yeah.
I mean, how big was that your guys went up against them throughout this game and got their share?
It's huge. I mean, it gave us a chance. It just gave us a chance. If we didn't hold our own at a much higher level than we did in Lexington, the result would have been very similar.
On top of that, a 32-26 advantage in the paint, just how much of that was a challenge for your team coming into this game to get the ball inside? Huge.
To get it inside, and we had a couple high-low looks that we didn't deliver, but we also had a couple pretty creative ones off middle pick and rolls, and M.A. Moncrief late game had a pretty good high-low to Braylon that he finished. We had a bunch of paint touches off drives too. Protecting the paint obviously was huge for us. Just gives you a better chance, in our opinion, you know, to slow down Oscar and also to hopefully slow down their ability on the offensive glass. So they just did a much better job than we did up there. Guys played really hard.
Seemed like to start this game, you guys were attacking, going,
yeah,
you know, diving for balls. What did you see that was different as far as how this team came out to open this game?
Made a couple shots as part of it. Sometimes, you know, you feel good about yourself, and then the next one has a tendency to go in, right? I mean, shooting is it's a big factor. Sometimes you win games simply because you made shots, and we made them at a higher level. Really struggled from three the last couple, and had some pretty good looks. Not a lot, you know, played high-level defenses. SEC defense is ridiculous, but tonight, you know, you make six, you make 3 or 4, and maybe you don't win the game. So we converted there. Cario, I thought, off of some cuts. I thought he moved really well without the ball. I thought Braylon, again, not that he had 7, 8, 9 assists, but he gets 3 assists at the center position, 0 turnovers, made some really good decisions with some passes, had a timely kick-out 3 to Jabri late game, really passed it well in addition. So we were downhill from the jump. Some of it, again, I thought was our ability to space it with Braylon, passing it, Cario, cutting. Early second half, I thought they did a really good job in transition D. We kind of gave into it a little bit. We weren't as aggressive playing as much downhill. Got caught in the half court a little bit more than we wanted to be. But got it going back there the last 10 minutes of the game offensively.
I know the coach, they didn't had a couple guys out today, but they also didn't play a ton.
Yeah.
Nevertheless, you outscored them. You know, the bench 21-2 advantage.
Yeah, I mean, Kentucky's a little short-handed. Yeah. They are. You know, it's part of it. But they're a very good team, and you know, they're going to have their chances to win a bunch more here down the stretch, and hopefully we can build off of this and prepare as productively as possible for LSU coming in here Tuesday. No time for a day off, and back at it tomorrow.
I think there's a lot of excitement in the locker room after a game like this.
Yeah,
definitely. Coach for these guys. I mean, how gratifying is that to see them enjoying a big win like this?
Very, very. You know, it's been a tough stretch for us. You know, and the environment at home has been great. Our record at home has been good. And we've played well at home, and we had a couple we didn't quite take advantage of down the stretch, of course. And that's the SEC, right? That's what it is. And to bounce back like this at home against a very good team is That's great for our guys, of course. Our guys work. We prepared well. I thought we prepared really well going into the Ole Miss game, and prepared equally as well today. Probably played a little bit better, but again, Ole Miss had a lot to do with that the other day too. So these guys will continue to work. We'll be ready to go tomorrow. But that said, it doesn't matter. You know, records, programs, the names on jerseys. I mean, it's all of these teams are really good, and we've got to continue to get better.
Why do you think Braylon's been so effective offensively the last couple of games?
I can't speak to the last one, honestly. I'd have to go back and look at some of those clips. It's hard for me to remember a lot of those details from last, but I thought today he just played really hard. He took advantage of the challenge that if we don't step up at the 5 position today, we've got no chance. We might as well not show up. And really from the 8:30 shoot around this morning, he was locked in. And it's funny, you know, basketball comes first, the chicken or the egg, right? In basketball, you make some shots and all of a sudden you're defending at a high level. Or what you can do is defend at a high level and it'll, you know, put you in position to maybe just fall into a couple jump hooks. And I thought he did a really good job of that. Again, it started with him passing. He just played a really good floor game. I know he's a 5, and we just say that about guards, but again, he's plus 22. So he got himself going, and he fell into some deep post touches, just played really well. Happy for him.
You mentioned Braylon, those little jump hooks that he has. When he's, you know, executing those like he's capable, how tough a shot is that for an opponent to defend?
It's hard to get to, and he draws fouls. He draws fouls in there a lot. And sometimes he's rewarded, you know, and he's converted at the foul line a bunch. But he's got an ability to do it with either hand too, you know. And we've got to continue to, really with all our guys, how do we get Braylon off offensively? You know, how do we get it to him every time he's got a guy sealed at the right spots, at the right times. And that's the same case really for all of our guys. He played well. Carrio got downhill a lot. Again, Justin Hill was really good offensively. And if we defend like that and rebound like that, and all of a sudden you get 6 or 7, and they're in a pretty good rhythm offensively, obviously that's what we're trying to get to. We could probably compete with a lot of teams when that's the case.
Terry makes his return. What did you make of his play in almost 23 minutes?
More than anything, my message to him was just don't press. He's super competitive. He's been out. We lost last one, right? And I was a little bit fearful that he was going to try to hit some grand slams, because that's his, you know, that's his personality. And there's a lot of positive in that. You know, he's as competitive and as hard playing as anyone we have. I thought he was really good defensively. I thought he disrupted a lot with some tips, with his hands, with his length. And I thought he let it come to him offensively. Justin Hill was in such a good rhythm. He's been playing so well. I thought Terry was a little bit winded there a couple times, but still gave us 23 minutes. I thought he played really well.
There's a stretch in that second half where Kentucky cut y'all's lead, and then you respond with 11 of the next 13 points. I mean, what does it say about this group that it didn't seem like there was panic in that moment? And the growth that you've seen in situations like that compared to early in the year?
Yeah, early on, we responded to adversity very poorly. And then we took some jumps forward, obviously, and at times we've taken a couple steps back, a couple forward, and part of the process, of course, tonight was another, obviously, couple steps forward in that category. Had some maturity, had some connection. Didn't seem like we got overall as rattled as we've been, as defeated, you know, with our body language. We saw some of that on film from the other day. But some of that too is making winning basketball plays, which allow you to feel better about yourself, of course. But played with obviously with more mental toughness today.
Carrio said that there was a better sense of energy in shoot around and warm ups and stuff. What do you think factored into that, and how do you make that a night in and night out type of deal?
I thought we prepped really well for Ole Miss. I felt really good about that. I thought we played. First thing I said to our guys when we walked in the locker room the other day after our last home loss was, guys, I thought we played really hard. And I'm always blunt with our guys. You know, there's been a couple games there where we just didn't match that intensity. They brought the fight. They threw more punches, and And that's the case with a lot of these SEC games. I mean, you got some hard playing, again, high level defenses, some top 25 teams, some NCAA tournament teams, and we've got to match everyone's fight. We have to. And I certainly thought we did that today. I thought we did last game too, just didn't play as well as the other team.
One more question?
Coach, just the 83 team being honored today. How many opportunities have you had to interact with Coach Fedora since you've been here?
Had a long sit down with him in the office a few months ago, and it was really cool, just exchanging stories, and he did most of the talking. Thank you.
No, I don't believe that.
Yeah, had a chance to ask him some questions, and sometimes he just would follow up some answers with some other stories, and it was really cool. Yeah, it was a really neat opportunity for me individually, and got a pick with him, of course, and look forward to meeting several others. Really cool day for Georgia basketball all the way around.
Thank you.
Thanks, Mike.
Thank you, guys.